What's up, guys? Fears, audience, Fears, what up? Welcome to the Fears podcast. What's going on? It's a little cold in the apartment, so Fears has got to get his blanket on. But you know what? I would rather have it cold than hot in here, because when it gets hot in here, it gets hot. It gets hot. All right, well, I've got my audience. I've got my official Fears Vlogs muggage. Thanks a lot to Lord Visions. Shout out to Visions. Go to www.exhumvisions.com and you can get merch just like this or different types of merch. You can get his merch, you can get my merch, you can get all sorts of merch. And I almost choked on my coffee. All right, guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are doing well. No hat today. I already started the show, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. My hat is inside my bedroom. I'm too lazy to go get it. Anyway, welcome. Boy, did we have a hell of a weekend. We had a hell of a weekend, and I hope you guys had a great weekend, too. Today, we're going to be reviewing Phone Booth. I watched this earlier. We're going to be reviewing Phone Booth. Sadly, I haven't got it on Blu-ray yet. The key word is yet. We're going to be reviewing this. We're going to be reviewing The Weekend, and then we never got to get to college questions. So I want to answer some questions about college off the internet, and I want to take your guys' questions about my college experience. So get your thinking caps on and ask me some questions. By the way, Fear still needs to shave. I'm either going to go to work like this tonight or I'm going to shave it tomorrow. But I got a full week's worth of work, thank God. You know, because I didn't want them to start saying, hey, Fears, we're going back to 4 days a week. And I was like, oh, no. So my boss, she texted me and said, hey, John, guess what? 5 days a week from now on. And I said, well, weren't we already on 5 days a week? She goes, well, I just wanted to let you know that we're going to continue. She goes, the only time it may get like 4 days a week or 3 days a week again is like next January when, you know, after Christmas it gets a little slow. And I said, we don't have to worry about that until next January. She goes, yeah. She goes, now we're back to 5 days for sure. And she goes, we've been on 5 days and we're going to continue for 5 days. And I was like, great. Yes, keep that up. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a pretty good Sunday. Sadly, I did not go to church. I didn't go to church. Guys, I was so tired. After hanging out with Sam and working on the videos and working on the streams, I was exhausted. That's why you guys haven't heard from me all day. That's why I'm starting the stream at 8:42. Normally, the stream is done. It's all ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally it's all ready to rock and roll. And I just was like, I'm tired. So I didn't mean to alarm anyone. I didn't mean to alarm anyone. Like, Visions wrote me and said, Fears, are you all right? And I said, of course I'm all right. I said, what's going on? And he goes, well, I haven't heard from you all day. And I said, listen, man. I said, I've just been tired. And he goes, all right. I just wanted to make sure you were all right. And I said, yeah. I said, I'm totally fine. Totally fine.
I'll see you in a few.
So basically, I just stayed in. I chilled. I rested. I watched a bunch of movies. By the way, if you guys have not seen, me and Randall made a tiny Fears Man short film. And I just uploaded it a few hours ago. It's on Fears Man 26. Check it out. It's basically a little adventure, just a tiny little adventure. It's literally 3 seconds long. Not 5 seconds, 3 seconds long. It delivers a very quick message. So it's kind of a quick Fears Man adventure. Randall and me were like, hey, let's give the fans something. Just a quick little taste before we upload Fears Man 5. Me and Randall completed the script tonight. We wrote the last scene. So the only thing that Randall has to do now is do the last cartoon drawings. As soon as all the cartoon drawings are done, then I'm going to do my voiceovers Then we're going to get the other actors' voiceovers, and then we'll be able to launch it. So it's almost here. It's almost here. Here. Anyway, let's open the chat, because I don't know what you guys are saying. All right, so let's open up the chat. There we are. And all right, we got 2 people watching, no chat so far. I just wanted to make sure. Let me switch it to live chat. I hate that top chat shit. All right. But basically, I didn't talk to anyone today. I was just so tired. I was just like, look, I need some alone time. Fears need some alone time, and I just want to rest, you know? Sometimes you just got to, like, you know, turn off the brakes, turn off everything, and just get some sleepy time. So I was sleeping. So I got to be at work tonight at 3:30. So, yep. So, I just needed some rest. Some sleepy time, and that's all there is to it. Anyway, but it should be a good stream. I'm sorry that it's so late, but here it is. Finally. Anyway, let me get all situated here. I'm gonna get all situated. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. I'm so tired. Alrighty, there we are. Yo! It's the Richmeister. What up, buddy? Let's see if this is actually Richie or if it's a fake Richie. Let's find out. There's been a lot of fake Richies over the last few days. Nope, it's the real Richie. All right, awesome. That's what I like to see. Richie, what up, man? How you been, buddy? We got 4 people watching. Again, so that's the reason why the stream was so late, guys. I was tired. I just decided to chill all day. I didn't go to church, and I feel real bad about it. I swear on the almighty Lord Jesus, I'm going to church next weekend. Because I haven't went to church in 3 weeks now. 3 weeks. Oh, fears. Shame. But I wanted to rest, man. I didn't do nothing all day. I didn't get off the couch all day. Oh, no, once. I got off once. I had to go to the gas station to put gas in my car because I was almost on E, and I was like, well, I don't want to do that when I have to mosey on off to work. So that's the only thing I did. I was like, all right, I got to go get gas, come back. I made lunch here, so I took a nap before I went out and got gas. Got gas, come back, took another nap, ate lunch, went back to sleep, and I haven't even ate dinner yet. So after the stream, I'll eat dinner. But cheers! Richie said there's a new video coming up. Oh, nice. Well, buddy, I still need to watch. The last one I did was the hot taste test one. I didn't watch your cereal one, but I will. But I got a new video up. I got a new Fearsman video up. It's on Fearsman 26, so check it out. It's a very short, little exciting, epic adventure of little Fearsman. A little 3-second video. Check it out. Comment on it. Let me know. We got 5 people watching. What's up? How you doing? Hope all was well. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Me and Sam had a spectacular weekend. So, anyway, I better write to Lord Visions and let him know that I am live. Give me 1 second. Yeah, Visions was concerned. He wrote me and said, "Hey, Fears, are you alive? Are you okay?" I was like, "I'm alive. I'm okay." I'm like, I am just tired, buddy, and I've just been resting and watching movies all day. So Fears kind of had a lazy Sunday, and I didn't do shit all day, and it felt great. And it was awesome. I am streaming right now. So come and hang out when you can. All right, there it is. So, all right, Visions just saw it, so he should be on his way. Visions should be on his way pretty soon here. Well, we can only hope. Get here, buddy. Lord Visions is going to be here. Visions, oh visions, oh visions, Lord Visions, how art as thou? Thou wast doing glorious in thy own kingdom. All right, so I'm going to start the stream. I'm sure Visions will be here sooner or later. So, let's do the weekend review. Oh, man. Quite the weekend, guys. So, you guys are going to have to wait for the vlog. Who won at miniature golf? Me or Sam? Shh. Don't tell Sam. But I kind of redeemed myself. Oh, yeah. Fear's got not just one hole-in-one, but a couple of hole-in-ones. Oh, yeah. So Fears' golf game is back, baby. That's right. I don't know where the hell it went last time. The last time my golf game went to shit. I mean, it was gone. Bad, horrible, crap, garbage. But then all of a sudden it came back. I was like, Fears, I feel like I let you down. I was like, you did let me down. Golf game, you let me down. And then golf game whispered into Fears' ear, my sweet little golden angel ear, and said, I'm really sorry, Fears, for letting you down. And I said, it's okay. I said, golf game, just come back. Just come back. It did come back, and we had a great game of mini golf. Oh, yeah. But you guys are going to have to wait for the vlog. So, yeah. We went to Mickey's Winter Summerland Christmas Magical Golf, where it's Christmas 365 days a year at Mickey's Winter Wonder World Summerland Golf. Sam has done the winter side miniature golf course with his sister, not once, not twice, but at least 4 times. Well, now 5 with me. I had never done the winter side. Never, not once. I've done the Summerland part 2 or 3 times, and that's when you guys saw me in my last year's Christmas Eve vlog. That's where I went for Christmas Eve. You know, with all the surfboards in the sand, and I was, you know, putting through them with the miniature golf ball and all that. That's where I was. But I have never done the winter side until now, and I gotta say, the winter side, pretty good. They had Mickey in a scarf and hat, you know, playing in the snow and stuff. Mickey made an appearance there. We saw Mickey. Goofy was all over. Snow was everywhere. It was fake snow, but it was snow, nonetheless. Me and Sam, we only had to wait about 35 minutes. There was a good, decent amount of people there. It wasn't like hundreds upon thousands, but I'd say there was at least 50 to 100 people there. So we had to wait about 35 minutes. Not too bad, not too much, not too little, not too bad. But then once we got going to playing golf, it was pretty good. We had some people in front of us that were from New York, and they saw us filming, and they're like, yo, man, what are you guys filming? You know, had the New York accent. And I was like, man, we are filming for Fears Man 26 and Fears Vlogs. Oh, he's like, sweet, man, you got a YouTube channel, bro? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, what is it? I'll subscribe to it. And in my mind, I was like, well, I literally just told you my YouTube channel name, but I'll show you on my phone. I showed him on my phone, and so he's going to subscribe. So I got 2 new subscribers. Then we had a family behind us that live in Florida. They decided to subscribe. So I was like, right on, that's cool. So I got a few new subs. Golf went great. Golf went spectacular. And what can I say? Me and Sam, we had a blast. We had a blast. It was awesome. Then after golf, we did figure something out. As we're leaving the golf place, so if you guys go to Winter Summerland Mickey's Magical Christmas Golf, directly to the left of it it's either Blizzard Kingdom or Blizzard Island, which is it's a water slide park, and it's connected to the miniature golf. So you got miniature golf over here. You walk through this little access way, and then there's the Blizzard Island, where basically Mickey and Goofy has brought snow to Florida, and there's snow all over the water slide park. And you can enjoy Christmas and water slide at the same time, but there's like fake snow everywhere. And apparently, I thought that was open, but as we're going into the miniature golf course, look off to the left, there's a massive sign that says closed for renovation. So they're revamping it, they're renovating it, I guess they're changing some stuff up. I don't know what's going on, but I've went to that water slide park with my buddy Eric. But I haven't went there yet alone since I've lived here. But it's definitely on my to-do list. I want to take my my waterproof, vlog. I want to get my waterproof. Can't even talk. My waterproof vlogging camera and go there. So yeah. Yo, Visions, there he is. There he is. What's up, buddy? So here's a funny story. Visions thought I had died. He wrote me, Visions, I was telling everybody you were kind of concerned. There was nothing to be concerned about because I was just tired. I just wanted to have a lazy day and just watch movies and just make a dent on my couch. So Visions, he goes, Fears, are you alive? And I go, yeah. Why? And he goes, oh, well, normally, you're up at around, 11, 12. Did you go to church? And I was like, buddy, I did not go to church. I stayed home. I'm lazy. I'm alive. I just had to stop the brakes, turn off the social media, and Visions, I laid on this couch all day. It was the greatest, laziest Sunday I've ever had in my life. And I caught up on all my naps. I didn't just take up one nap. I took one nap, 2 naps, 3 naps. Veers took 5 naps today, and it was great. That's why I'm starting the stream right now. But anyway, you didn't miss too much, Visions. So Lord Visions is here. So what up, buddy? Visions, I hope you and I hope everybody else had a great Sunday, man. I hope you guys had a great Sunday. By the way, I'm using the mug. I told you, man, this mug is going to get a lot of screen time, buddy, because now this is the official, the limited edition Fears Vlogs mug. If you want Visions to make you one, well, just send him an email at www.exhumevisions.com. There's an email section. Click on his email, Visions. If you give Visions the cash, he will make pretty much anything you want. Just make sure you give him the cash. The cashola. Visions, we're going to be reviewing this. I watched this earlier. Great movie, guys. Great movie. Great movie. Let's see. Would you say you're nappy-headed? Oh, I'm way ahead of the naps. Oh, yeah, Visions. I am way ahead of the naps. Richie says, hey, Visions, what movies did you watch today? I watched this today, buddy. I watched this today. And I watched this one. Hang on. I watched this one. But we're not going to review this one today. I'm going to save this one for another day. So we're just reviewing this today. But I watched these 2 movies today. But we're just reviewing this today. And I'm going to save this movie for another day. I bought this about 2 weeks ago because I've always been interested in the O.J. Simpson case. We all know that he did it. But this movie's about if there was another co-conspirator, like, did O.J. do it alone, or did he have this guy helping him? And then and this movie, it says, inspired by true events, this film follows O.J. Simpson's wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, in the last days leading up to her tragic death on June 12, 1994, as seen from her point of view. It questions what role, if any, did Glenn Rogers, also known as the Casanova killer, played in in her murder. Did he help O.J. Simpson? What was Mrs. Simpson thinking at the end of her life? So we'll review this another day. We'll review this another day, and we're going to review this today. So yeah. Richie says, do you ever watch free movies on YouTube, Fears? I do. I actually have watched a few movies that Visions has suggested, and Pixel. I've watched Night of the Comet. Not Comment. Night of the Comet. I said Comment. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I watched that one. I watched Chopping Mall, and I liked it so much, Richie, I bought it. So, any movie that Visions has suggested, Visions, I think you can actually watch Battle Truck for free on YouTube. So, I haven't watched it yet. Oh, well, no, I've watched 30 minutes of it. I need to finish watching it. before Fears buys it. I'm kind of on the fence. Do I want to buy it? Do I not want to buy it? I don't know if it's great shit enough to buy it. We'll see. I'll let you know, Visions. I'll let you know. So, yeah. So, to keep up with the topics, we're going to be doing a weekend review, which I have been doing. Then we're going to review Phone Booth. And then I'm going to take your guys' questions. I'm going to take your guys' questions in the chat, and I'm going to answer some questions off the internet about Fears' college experience. So anything that you want to know about my college experience, college questions, ask me in the chat, because we never got around to it. So yeah. Anyway. All right. So let's continue on with the weekend review. So yeah, golf was great. Fears' golf game, I can honestly say it's back, baby. I don't know where the hell it went. So now Sam's won one game, and then did Fears win at this new golf game? I don't know. But my golf game has came back. I had a great golf game. That's all I can say. But wait until you watch the vlog. Mickey made an appearance. You know, I highly suggest, if you guys come to Florida, Mickey's Winter Wonder World Summerland Christmas Magical Extravaganza is awesome. So it's Christmas 365 days a year. So, and you can play two courses there. Either the Summerland Christmas experience, which Fears has done not once, not twice, but like 4 times, and it's a great miniature golf course. But I have never done the Christmas one until now. Sam's the reverse. Sam's done the Christmas Winter Wonder World side with his sister and me like 5 times. But he said, Fears, I'm just like you, but reversed. I've never done the Summerland one. I said, oh, Sam, we got to do another vlog where we come back and we do that side. And he goes, oh, dude, I'm totally down. So look forward to that in the future. You know, the return of the Summerland golf. Dun, dun, dun. It's going to be good. It's going to be great. Anyway, Fears has been working away. I've been editing 2 vlogs right now, so get ready for 2 vlogs coming soon. I'm almost done with both of them. I uploaded a new Fears Man cartoon on Fears Man 26. A very little Fears Man cartoon. It's only 3 to 4 seconds long. So, with the help of Randall, Lord Randall, me and Randall made like a little tiny short film. A 4-second short film, just to get you guys spiced up, ready to go. A little taste, a little something before the storm that is Fears Man 5. We're so close. We're that close. You guys are gonna love Fears Man 5, the ultimate death match between Fears Man and the evil shit that is Black Aldrin. It's going to be good. Visions, I bet you are so excited, buddy. Vision is so excited his eyes are about to pop out of his skull. That's right. Visions, I can't thank you enough, buddy, for the Fears Vlogs mug. You did a wonderful job, buddy. Look at this mug. Oh, yeah. I love it. You're the best, buddy. You are the best. I'm serious. I'm sure I told you guys this, but I just wanted to remind you. If I can come and visit Visions this year, I'm a-doing it. Visions said, well, let me know. He goes, Fears, I'll let you know, because I have to take my girlfriend on a trip. I said, get that done. I said, and then let me know, because I think you're going to take your trip around May, June, July, and Visions said that's the best time to come visit, because he said it's kind of hot, it's not too cold, it's not really rainy around that time, so I said, all right. So, I'll let you guys know. It's up to Visions and when he's traveling, because I have to put in my time off at work at least 3 weeks in advance. So I'll let you know. As soon as Visions lets me know. But if I have to wait a year, then I of course I will wait a year. But Visions, I can't wait to come visit you, buddy. I am so stoked out of my mind. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, the hangout of the century, buddy. The hangout of the century. All right, back to the weekend review. So, me and Sam had a great I mean, great golf game. Then Sam took me to this place. I've never been to lunch. Visions. The food was spectacular. We went to this place in Kissimmee, Florida called, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this place. It was called Ford's Garage, and it had a whole bunch of 1930s like Ford cars everywhere. There was Ford cars everywhere. You walk in, tons of air conditioning in there. Fears was even cold, and I love to crank my air condition. I crank that bitch down to 67 usually. They had it like at 64, 65, so I was like, brrr. But the food was fantastic. I got this chicken sandwich, this crispy chicken sandwich, guys. Whoo! That was some good shit. With some French fries. And then Sam got 2 sides of fries. And then Sam got their signature burger. Let's see here. Vision says, yeah, I just have to figure out what you're doing, because if you're here for a week, that means I'm pretty much... Wait. Because if you're here for a week, that means I'd pretty much have to be on vacation for a week as well. Yeah, that's right, Visions. Most likely, Fears is probably going to come for a week. Because then I'll get my money's worth, because I told all my friends, and I told fucking hilarious Rick at work. And Rick's like, hey, Fears. He goes, I just started watching your shit, man. And I was like, right on, Rick. I said, what do you think? He goes, man, you go nuts on that fucking guy, Visions. I'm like, no, I don't. I said, just me and Visions. I was like, Rick, I don't go nuts on Visions. And he goes, Fears. He goes, I've been watching your stuff. He goes, you go fucking nuts on Visions. I'm like, I don't go nuts on the guy. I'm like, me and him are friends. And I'm like, Rick, what does that mean? And he goes, well, Fears, you're always talking about him. And I'm like, yeah, because we're buddies. I'm like, and I said he's one of my big fans. And he goes, Fears, he goes, well, if you go to visit him, he goes, he goes, Fears, don't just go for like 2 or 3 days. Get your money's worth. And in my mind, Visions, I'm like, I already know this, Rick. I said, if I come, Visions lives far away. So I said, most likely I'll come for a week. And he went, all right, Fears. He goes, I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I got it covered, Rick. No worries. I'm telling you, Visions, if you and Rick ever meet, you'll fucking lose your mind over this Rick guy. Rick is fucking hilarious. He's all like, oh, hey, Fears, dude. Rick is great. Rick is spectacular. This guy at work is hilarious. Richie says, is shopping mall about Target employees getting locked inside a Target store when the store closes at night? Not really, Richie. It's based in a mall, and all these like killer robots that are supposed to protect the whole mall, lightning hits them and hits the whole mall, basically like fries their circuits, and then they turn into like killer robots, and then it's the robots versus humans, and they just end up like almost killing everybody. Richie, I don't want to spoil the end for you, but Richie, watch Chopping Mall. It is fucking spectacular. It's so good, buddy. Watch it. Watch it. Let's see. What we're doing, as in me and the girl. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I got you, Visions. Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, okay. I know what Visions is saying. It says, yeah, I just have to figure out what you're doing. Oh, Visions meant to write what we're doing, as in me and my girl. I got you, Visions. Yeah, man, just let me know. Let me know what you and Mrs. Visions are doing, because I don't want to ruin your guys' vacation time. Get the vacation time, figure out what you guys are doing, and then let me know. And then I could either come for vacation before you guys go on vacation or after you guys get back from your vacation. Just let me know, because I cannot wait to come visit. Because since the Pixel trip has been put on hold, because Pixel's got like 9 or 10 conventions. He's like, Fears, I hate to say it. He goes, I don't mean to disappoint you, buddy. He goes, I promise we'll hang out next year. And I'm like, all right, man. And he goes, I've got too many conventions. And I was like, listen. I said, I got you. I said, no worries. So I was like, well, maybe I can come visit Visions this year. So, because I think I'm just gonna go home and visit my mom. I don't know if I'm gonna go home for a week. I may just go home because I can't take off too much of work. Because now that I've got my schedule back to where I want it, I don't want to miss too much work. So I'll probably take a week off for Visions, and then I'll probably take off like 5 days. So almost a week for my mom. I was like, because I would feel like a dick if I just came for like 2 days. I was like, Mom. My mom's like, at least come for 5 days, John. I said, Mom, I'm not a dick. Well, I didn't say that to my mom. I just said, Mom, I'm not an idiot. I said, Mom, I'm not going to come for like a day or two. I said, I want to visit with you. I want to visit with my brother. I said, of course, I'm going to go drive up, because it's quite a drive to my dad's cemetery. The reason why is because my dad wanted to, and it's perfectly fine that he did this, because my dad deserves this. My dad, when he was writing out his will, said, I really want to be laid to rest in the soldiers' cemetery. And I said, that's fine, Dad. I said, whatever you want. And I said, of course. And the military cemetery's like, oh, God. From Wentzville, I think it's like a 2-hour drive. It's either a 2-hour drive or an hour and 30 minutes. So I told my mom, I said, of course, I'm going to come home. I'm going to buy Dad the most epic, huge flowers I can possibly find. And I know exactly which flower store to go to. There's a nice flower store in Wentzville that sell, I'm talking massive bouquets of flowers. So either there or this flower shop in downtown St. Louis that whenever I dated some girl in St. Louis, I would always go to this flower shop in downtown St. Louis, and they had pretty nice arrangements of flowers that I would always buy her. So one of those two, I said, Mom, I'm going to grab all those and then, hightail it to Dad, spend some time with Dad, talk to him. Maybe my dad will get a cameo in. Of course he will. Because everyone was like, well, Fears, are you going to go there and get a cameo with your dad? I was like, yeah, of course. I'm lying. My dad will get a cameo in the vlog. He deserves to have a cameo in the Missouri vlog whenever I go. Absolutely. I still have to make my dad's tribute video. That's just going to be a hard video to make. That's why I've been putting it off, because I haven't looked at any of those pictures, and oh man, it's going to be a hard one. But I'll probably make that before I come to Missouri for sure. So yeah, so I'll probably take off a couple of days for my mom, because my mom understands that I can't take too much. Because I already told my mom, I said I may go spend some time with a friend. My mom's like, I get it, and I was like, yeah. So I said, I'm gonna take some time off for that. I said, and then I'll take some time off and come visit you. And then I'll, mosey on back and get back to work and get back to Fears' hilarious life. So, yeah. All right, continue on. Let's see here. So me and Sam went to this fantastic place. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. Sam's like, Fears, you want to go somewhere else? And I was like, I don't care, Sam. I said, I told you I would pay for lunch. So Sam paid for miniature golf. I said, you're already paying for miniature golf. I'll pay for lunch. I said, just tell me wherever you want to go, buddy. I said, as long as it's food, because Fears is hungry. I said, food. And he's like, Fears, I got this ultimate place. I will say this, Ford's Garage, it's a little bit pricey. So if you guys come to Orlando, it's good food. But man, it is pricey. That chicken sandwich with the french fries that I got, you're looking at like $16. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, my God. Then Sam's, signature burger was like $15. I was like, bah! So, yeah. So, Fears pretty much between us buying drinks and food, Fears spent like $58 there. And Sam was like, Fears, was it worth it? I was like, oh, yeah, buddy. I said, the money was totally worth it. I said, I just didn't expect to pay $58. And he goes, yeah, Fears? He goes, I didn't expect you to pay that much either. I said, yeah. I said, their prices need to come down a little bit. So that's why Fears gave them a 4 out of 5. Oh, no, I didn't. What was the review? I did give them a 5 out of 5 because the customer service was great. The food was great. But in my review, I said, yeah, the price, I said, even though I gave you guys a 5 out of 5, the prices need to come down because those prices are out of control. But I said the bathrooms were clean. The customer service was exemplary. Their customer service was amazing. And I said, your food was amazing. I said, me and my friend came here for lunch. We didn't have to wait that long. I think we only waited like 25 minutes for our food. And then it was busy, so we only had to wait 15 minutes to get a table. So I was like, that's not bad. So I gave them a 5 out of 5. The only bad thing I wrote in there was the prices need to come down. That's it. I said, everything else, don't change anything else except for that. I said, the food's great. The customer service is epic and spectacular, exemplary. Everything's great, just tone it down on the prices of the food, because I kid you not, Visions. I opened up the menu, right? I opened up the menu. I'm like, right on. Yeah. That's what I did when I saw the prices. I was like, holy Jesus. It was insane. But the food was spectacular. So after the food, then that food was so good. We get back to my house. I said, hey, Sam, I said, I said, I'm all hot and sweaty, man, from golf. I said, I just want to change my shirt, take a shower. I said, do you mind just waiting on my couch while I take a shower? He's like, yeah, no worries, Fears. So I go in, take a shower, throw on. I'm like, all right, Sam, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go to your house and stream. That was the plan. Sam's like, Fears, I'll be honest, man. He goes, that food wore me out, and golf wore me out. And I was like, yeah. He goes, do you mind if I take a nap on your couch? I was like, I don't mind. So then as soon as Sam kept saying, nap, all of a sudden that's when the food coma hit Fears. And I was like, you know what, Sam, I'm kind of tired too. He goes, yeah, do you mind? So he grabbed my Ghostbuster blanket, slept here for an hour. He goes, I just need an hour, Fears. I just need an hour. And I'm like, that's cool. And I said, guess what, buddy? I said, you sleep here. I said, I'm going to go into my bedroom and lay on my big queen-size bed, and I'm going to take a nap. So I went in to my bedroom. I took a nap. And then when I woke up, Visions, Sam looked annihilated, like he was exhausted. And I said, you know what, Sam? I said, I'm going to keep this real simple, buddy. I said, I'm tired. You're tired. I said, that food and that golf wore us out because it was so sunny. It was a perfect day to go golf, but it was like 95, so we were sweating like crazy. That's why I took a shower. So Sam's like, so what are you thinking, Fears? I said, you know what? Fuck the stream at your house. I said, let's just stay here and hang out. And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, yeah, Fears, that's a great idea. He goes, the fans would never expect it. He goes, because I've never done a stream at your house. I said, right. I said, they'll never expect it. I said, it'll be a nice surprise. And I said, Sam, I've got some board games, in my closet. I said, let's just play those. I said, we're still doing a gaming stream. It's just board games. And he went, Fears, I love it. Let's just do it here. And I went, great. And we streamed all the way to like 8 or 9 at night, which, by the way, I don't know what happened. There was a storm last night, so we streamed for about 3 hours. All of a sudden, Sam looks down and said, Fears, the stream's gone. I said, what do you mean? He goes, it stopped. I think the internet cut out, Visions. I don't know what happened. The internet cut out. And I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, well, now no one's going to see the end of our game because we were playing that Blockbuster game. I said, Sam, we'll just start a new one. So I started a new one. That's why the stream from yesterday, there's one for like 3 hours and 47 minutes. Then the other one's like 10 minutes. And Sam's like, Fears, that's hilarious. The last 10 minutes of the game, we're going to have to stream on another one. I said, there's nothing that we can do about it, buddy. I said, we didn't know that the internet was going to crap out for like 5 minutes. So you guys just didn't see 5 minutes of us setting up a new stream. No biggie. And then we did the end of the stream, and that was it. So it was a great weekend. So let me know what you guys did for your weekend. Put it in the chat. Let me know, because I'm interested to know what you guys did on your weekend. So then I woke up this morning at around 8 because I set my alarm clock because I was still on the fence if I was going to go to church or not. And I kid you not, I set my alarm. Fears yawns. Like that. I look over at the alarm and I just started studying the alarm. I was like, yeah, that's not happening. And then I turned it off. And I went, I'm sorry, Jesus. I'll see you next weekend. I'm going back to bed. And I went back to bed. And I had 5 naps, and it was great. I went back to bed, and it was 5 of the greatest naps of Fears' life. Listen, Jesus understands Fears' predicament, all right? Me and Jesus were like this. We're like this. We are like 2 peas in a pod. Me and Jesus are like that. So I was like, look, I'll see you next weekend, buddy. I'll catch you next weekend. And then I slept for a while, and then I got up, got gas for my car, so I wouldn't be on E when I go to work tonight. And then Randall called me and said, "Hey, Fears, are you ready to write the end of the script?" And I was like, I forgot that we were doing that on Sunday, buddy. So I threw some water in my face. I woke up. Me and Randall, 2 hours ago, wrote the rest of the stream. I went, okay, I'm up. I have to get up anyway because I have to go to work later. I said, all right, time for a stream. And here we are. Here we are. So there it is. There's the weekend review. And I have to say, it's quite the weekend. It was a lot of fun. All right. Review time, baby. Great actors in this. Colin Farrell. Forrest, whatever his name is. What's his name? Forrest Whitaker. Katie Holmes. Sexy Katie Holmes is in this. Ooh la la. And then, oh, what the hell is his name? What's his name? Oh, Keith Sutherland. So, right off the bat, 4 or 5 great actors. Spectacular actors. It's kind of an independent film. It's literally about a guy that gets into a phone booth and has the most craziest adventure of his life. This guy, so he's talking to another woman, and he doesn't want his wife to find out that he's talking to another woman, so he doesn't call the other woman on his cell phone because his wife can check his cell phone. So he gets into this phone booth. Well, this guy has been studying this guy for like months. He gets done with this conversation. He's about to walk out of the phone booth. All of a sudden, the phone booth rings. He picks it up, and this guy's like, don't even think about leaving that phone booth. And the guy's like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, I know who you are. I've been watching you for months. And he goes, it's not in your best interest to disconnect me. He goes, if you leave that phone booth, I will kill you. And the guy's like, yeah, whatever. Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And the guy's like, I'm dead serious. And he goes, let me show you. And all of a sudden he shoots. There's some guy like selling these little toy robots. He shoots and destroys one of the toy robots, right? So the robot's dead. And the guy's like, oh shit, this guy's serious. And he goes, if you hang up, I will kill you. And then the adventure starts. I highly suggest this movie. It's action-packed. Great actors. Probably my favorite scene is at the end where he goes, you know what? Fuck this. He goes, I've had enough of your shit. Fuck you. I'm done. He gets out, and he gets out of the phone booth, hangs up. This guy shoots him with rubber bullets. He falls down, and he's got these massive welts on his chest from the rubber bullets. And there it is. And that's the end of the film. Best scene, probably when he first encounters the voice on the phone. That's the best scene of the whole movie because it is so creepy, so scary. Vision says, I need an El Napo right now. How dare you say that, Visions? How dare you say that? What, is fears boring you? Am I boring you? Unbelievable. I hope you're joking, buddy. I hope you're joking. I know you're joking. Well, guess what? I'm going to have another El Napo after this stream. It's been naps all day, buddy. That's right. So I highly suggest this film, guys. Highly suggest it. How would I rate it? I would rate it. It's not the best movie in the world. I'm going to give it a solid 7. You know, it's not good. It's not bad. It's just in the middle. Perfect movie to watch on the weekends. It's a perfect movie. Great actors. I love Colin Farrell. And he's mastered, because he's from England, he's mastered an American accent, Vision. You can't even tell that he's not from England. Like, he does an American accent in this, and I'm like, man, sometimes I think the guy is an American, because his American accent is top-notch. So watch this film. Pretty good. Pretty good film. 1 tear, because Vision said he needs a Napo. I'm emotionally bereft right now, Visions. Visions doesn't like my streams anymore. No! I'm just joking, buddy. I'm just joking. You know, I think we're all tired. I'm tired. You're tired. Everybody needs a nap. Everybody needs a nap. Plus, I know you're just joking, buddy. I love you, Visions. I love you, buddy. All right. On to the last part of the stream. If you guys have got any questions about my college experience, ask your questions in the chat. Ask away. So Visions, Richie, everybody else, ask away about Fears' college experience. I'll tell you anything. You know me. I'm an open book, and I will pretty much answer anything within reason. And also, I'm going to answer some questions off the internet. But I like your guys' questions too. So Richie, get your questions ready. Visions, get your questions ready. Fears will tell you anything about Fears' college experience. Because I got quite a few stories. All right, let's open up the internet and get some college questions going. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. So let's see what comes up. I'm just going to do college questions. And we'll see what pops up. Okay. Here we go. Wow, there's quite a lot of them. Let's see here. Number one, everybody knows this question, but I will answer. It says, what major did you decide on in college? Well, I started with just one, but Fears did a double major. So the first major I did was film and media arts. But I loved the media thing as a whole, so I went to the dean and said, can I just take every single class? Because we were supposed to focus on one thing, like writing, acting, and I said, I like all forms of art and everything to do with film. And he goes, I guess, Fears. And I said, can I do 2 majors? And he was like, that's going to be a lot, Fears. He goes, each major is 4 years, so you'd be doing 8 years of school in 4 years. So while everybody else had 3 weeks off for Christmas, Fears had 1 week off for Christmas. But it was worth it because now I've got 2 bachelor's degrees. That's right. So all I did was film and media arts / mass communications and social media. That's all the things that I did. All right. Why should anyone go to college? Well, I think that's obvious. To further your education, to be a smarter human being, to learn more things, to get a better job. What are the goals that you wanted to achieve in college? To actually get a degree, new experiences, new people, further my passion of filmmaking, and I achieved all of them. So, yeah. Visions said I didn't mean it like that. I know you didn't mean it like that, Visions. I was just joking, buddy. Listen, hey, look at me. Am I mad, Visions? I'm not mad. I'm just playing around, buddy. I know you didn't mean it like that. Visions, don't take anything I say seriously. I was playing around, buddy. Just like how Visions was playing around, I was playing around. That's why, Visions, I was fake crying. I was like, Visions doesn't like my streams anymore. And that's when I went, I'm just kidding. I know you didn't mean it like that, buddy. I was just joking around. Buddy. Cheers. I was just playing around, buddy. Visions, I would never get mad at you, ever. We're like this, Visions. We are good guys. We're good buddies. I cannot wait for the Visions trip. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Drinking, going nuts. Keeping secrets from Mrs. Visions. Shh. The strip club. No, I'm just joking. Hell, Vision's girlfriend is so cool. She'll be like, hey, Fears, there doesn't have to be any secrets. I'm coming with you guys to the strip club. Visions, if your girlfriend comes to the strip club with us, I'll lose my mind. It'll be great. I'm like, sweet, the more the merrier. Bring Vision's, hot sisters with us, to the strip club. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Visions, do you think she would come? I'm just curious. Because you said your girlfriend's pretty cool, right? So I was like, I wonder if she would come. You know what? You know who I have to take to a strip club? Sam. Sam has never went to a strip club. But I get it. Sam's still young. Sam's going to be 25 this year. And I was like, Sam, you've never went? He's like, no. He's like, me and my friends never went. I was like, Sam, you got to go at least once. I'm like, strip clubs are hilarious. I'm like, it's just an intense tease. That's all it is. They're like, hi, Fears. How you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing great. How are you? Oh, I'm doing fantastic, Fears. And I'm like, yeah, I'm doing fantastic too. I'm doing really fantastic. Yeah, how's my breasts, Fears? They look great. They look fantastic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm studying your breasts. They look great. They look great. So Sam's never been, so I'll definitely have to take him. But I'm serious, Visions. One stripper asked me that. Fears, how do my breasts look? And she's all doing this, and I'm like, what do you want me to say? They're right here in my face. Yeah, they're great. Double D's. They look great. They look fantastic, That happened in college. That definitely happened in college. All right, so get your college questions going. But Visions, we're good, buddy. We're cool. I would never get mad at Lord Visions. Visions, do you think your girlfriend will come to the strip club with us? What about her hot sisters? What do you think? Let me know, buddy. Let me know. All right, back to the college question. If you guys have got a college question for me about my experience, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. But Visions, we're all good. We're all good. I was never mad at you, buddy. Let's see. Let's see here. What's the worst that could happen if I took a year off to decide of college? Well, I took more than a year off because whenever I graduated high school, most people already know what they want to do for college, right? Fears had no idea. No idea. I'm like, oh man, I better figure this out. I had better figure this out. So I just worked for a little while. So I worked from graduation until I was 24, and then I figured it out. So I went to college late because most people start college at like 20, 21, somewhere around there. I went to college when I was 24. And I went from college from 2007 to 2010, and I just had a hard time figuring it out. I was like, what should I go to college for? At first I thought maybe I should be a teacher, right? I was like, I could probably teach. But then I was like, well, I love movies more. And I was like, maybe could I be a theater teacher? But then I was like, well, a theater teacher really doesn't teach film. They teach plays and theater and all that. And I said, as much as I love plays and theater and acting, I said I love movies more, right? Movies more. So yeah. Vision says, one of them is a lesbo. Sometimes she be into it. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, one of the hot sisters is a lesbian? Darn it, then there's no chance that Fears can hook up with her. But I do have a chance to hook up with the other one. I thought they were both straight. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that. Ah. Fears is finding out amazing information. The more me and Visions become friends, the more information I get. Oh, yeah, buddy. Well, yeah, have her come. Right on. Well, see, then that'll be another lesbian friend I have. So Kristen's my first lesbian friend. I've been Kristen's friend ever since 7th grade. And she always would come to the bars and pick up chicks with Fears. Kristen's been in many of the Missouri vlogs. Oh yeah, some of the very first Missouri vlogs. Then I had those gay friends in film school. Some of them were guy friends that were gay, and then some were lesbian friends. That was the one lesbian friend. Visions was the girl in my film class. Come to the party, Fears, and I'm like, all right, you know. She practically had to drag me there because I don't have anything against gay people, nothing. But I was kind of nervous to go to a gay bar because I had never been. I was like, oh shit, and I was like, all right, you know. And she's like, Fears, we're just friends, you know. Like nothing's gonna happen. I said, nothing will happen to you, but I'm the only straight guy in the group. You'll be fine. Just come, Fears. And I'm like, all right. I get there. And then all of a sudden, some girl thinks I'm a girl lesbian, and I just laughed my ass off, and I thought it was great. I thought it was hilarious. Oh yeah, only 50% of the time. Wait, 50% of the time what? Wait, she's only a lesbian 50% of the time? Oh no, she's only into going to the strip club 50%. Okay, got it. Right? Is that what you're saying, Visions? I'm kind of confused. Is that what you're saying? Let me know, buddy. Let me know. But the main question is would your girlfriend be in to going with us? Because I know the lesbian would, but I was like, would Vision's girlfriend's sisters want to come, or Vision's girlfriend? I don't know. I guess we'll find out whenever I come to visit, buddy. I've never been to a Portland strip club, so I guess we'll have to see what transpires if we have time for it, because whenever I go to visit Visions, you know, we've got a lot of stuff on the to-do list. We're gonna go shoot guns because that was Vision's idea. The Goonie locations were my idea, and then I've been dying to check out that the one and only Blockbuster left, you know, so we got a lot of things on the to-do list. Then I said, hey Visions, I said, is there any miniature golf? And he goes, oh, yeah, Fears, there's a great place to go play miniature golf. And I was like, sweet, we got to do that, man. So yeah. So there's a lot on the to-do list. Vision says, no, I'm saying that she's bi. She's into girls sometimes. Oh, okay, nice. Oh, so there is still a chance. Yes. Because you said lesbo, but she's bi. Okay, so got it. So there's still a chance for Fears. Rock on. Yes. All right. So now the two hot sisters, one's straight, one's bi. At least she likes guys sometimes. Yes. All right. Rock on, buddy. Rock on. All right. As always, if you guys have got a question for Fears, put it in the chat. Fears' college experience. That's what we're talking about. And until I get a college question from you guys, I'm going to keep answering questions from the internet. All right, let's pull up another one. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Was there any other academic programs that you were in besides your college courses? Oh yeah, Fears created my school never had a college newspaper, so I went to the dean and said, I really want to give something back to my school. I said, and he goes, well, Fears, he goes, you're already busy with 2 degrees. I said, I know. I said, but and me and the dean were really cool, Visions. We were like I didn't stop in his office all the time, but me and him chatted. The only time where we were against odd where he almost was about to expel me from college, because remember I got into a little bit of trouble, and he went, well, Fears, I'm not going to expel you because you've never been in my office for any bad thing. But whenever I was in his office, it was for good things. So to answer the question, what was there any other academic things that I did besides my college courses? I created the student newspaper. I said, in high school, I was on the student newspaper. I said, I would love for our college to have a student newspaper. And he went, Fears, it's your project. It's your idea. He goes, I approve it. Go for it. So I put flyers up all over the school and said, if you the college has given me some money, and I created the student newspaper. It only lasted for a year, though, because they ran out of funding. Visions. They said it takes a lot of paper to print out the student newspaper. But for a year, we had a student newspaper. I did that, and then I was in a movie club. We talked movies, of course, every Friday. So we would go to the Commons area, and the Commons area was like, you go in the college, and there was all these couches and stuff and chairs, and we would just sit in there and just talk movies and sequels and anything to do with movies for a good 2 hours. So those were the 2 things that I did. And then me and Randall had lab, and I've told you guys about lab. But lab we had to do. Lab, we had to get a certain amount of hours in lab, working on homework, working on projects, and that went to us passing our college degrees. And they said, if you don't get enough lab time in, you don't graduate. So they said, and we track your progress. When we went in, I had this little card, Visions. You'd swipe the card, and it would say, John Fears, checking into lab. And then I would stay in there 4 or 5 hours working on my shit and say, you know what, I'm tired, I'm going to go home, I need to get some dinner, and I need to mosey on off to work. I would swipe the card, it would say, John Fears leaving lab. And then it would say, you accumulated 4.5 hours of lab time, or something like that, and then you would mosey on off. It was either a card you scanned or swiped. I really can't remember, but it was something like that. So those are the 3 things that I did besides my college courses. So yeah. All right. I'm going to answer one more question, and then I'll go back to the chat, because I can't see your guys' chat right now, and see if there's a question. All right. Did you ever meet anyone in school that was pregnant? Oh, yeah. There was a couple of girls that were pregnant in not all my classes, but some of my classes. And the funny thing is I've helped deliver a baby before, if you guys remember that. So I remember this girl was sitting next to me, and I tapped her on the shoulder, Visions, and I was like, oh, you're having a baby? And she goes, yeah. She goes, it's my first one. I said, I said, well, are you nervous? And she goes, yeah. She goes, I don't know if I'm going to be a good mom. I said, don't say that. I said, of course. I said, you've been in my I said, you've been in my writing class for a year. I said, you're a nice girl. I said, you're going to be a good mom. She goes, well, I'm kind of scared, John. And I said, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, it's my first kid. And she goes, I didn't expect to have a kid with this guy. She goes, and me and this guy have been like arguing a lot. I said, listen, I said, if he treats you like garbage, I said, fuck him. I said, if he treats you like garbage, just say, hey, try by later, buddy. I said, if it doesn't work out, then just focus on you and your daughter, because she told me she was going to have a girl. And she goes, oh, do you have any kids? And I said, I want to someday. I said, I just haven't met the right Mrs. Fears yet. I thought by now I would have found the right Mrs. Fears. So then I could have told that girl in college, like, hey, everything will work out. Everything will be okay. But hey, guess what? Sadly, I haven't met Mrs. Fears yet. I've met a lot of Mrs. No's. A lot of Mrs. No's. I'm ready to meet Mrs. Yes, Mrs. Fears. I hope to God she's out there somewhere. So yeah, but I remember that girl. And I remember a couple weeks later, she's like, hey, Fears. She's like, thanks so much for like giving me the confidence. I said, did you get rid of that evil guy? She goes, I got rid of him, and I'm just going to focus on me and my daughter. I said, well, good for you. And I said, what's the daughter's name? And I don't remember what she named her daughter, but she goes, we're doing great. I'm going to counseling. I'm going to therapy. She goes, my mom's helping me out a lot with my daughter. I'm like, that's good. I'm like, just focus on that. I'm like, focus on school, because then you can get a really good job, and focus on your mom, and focus on you, and focus on your daughter. And I said, I guarantee you a great guy will come. And I said, fuck that other guy. I said, if he's treating you like crap and garbage. And one day she said he slapped me across the face, and I said, well, I don't put up with that crap. And then I told her the story about me bitch slapping that guy in high school and almost getting expelled, because I wasn't about to let that girl that stood next to me in the locker to get bullied by some piece of shit dude that slapped her across the face. She goes, you did that, Fears? I said, yeah. I said, why wouldn't I? I said, he's being a piece of shit to this girl. And I said, I'm not just going to stand there and not help this chick out. Because Fears is like MacGyver. I was in Boy Scouts. I was raised right. You don't hit a woman. You know? And MacGyver always helped out the chicks with his trusty pocket knife and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, MacGyver's one of my heroes, if you guys don't know that already. My dad's one of my heroes, Steven Spielberg, MacGyver, Mark Summers, George Lucas. Because they're all man, you know, like they're the ultimate guy. Okay. Was there anywhere on campus to hang out? Yes, they actually did have a campus restaurant, but man, they charged a lot. So sometimes I would do my homework in the campus store. They called it, what did they call it? They called it the Collins. I think it was called the Collins Hangout. I think that's what it was called. And it was on the back of the college. So here's the front of the college vision, and then on the back side, they had these double doors that would fly in like that, and then you walk in, and they sold not really meals, but they sold snacks. They sold, like, I remember someone would make like hot, fresh apple pie and it was kind of like one of those 1950 bars where, you know, you pull up the glass thing and the pie was underneath it. Then they had like chips and soft drinks. They did serve coffee, and the coffee I bought there was actually really good. So it was a small little store that you could buy shit from. And then they had another store to buy like all your college books and all the college programs. And that's where I went when I told you. I was like, fuck Avid editing. I'm like, this editing thing is crap garbage. And I was like, I can't wait to get my hands on Final Cut, because Final Cut is way better than fucking Avid. Avid is so shit. Avid editing it's fucking horrible. So I was like, all right, I've had enough of this crap. I said, I'm going to go sneak in there and buy Final Cut. So I bought it, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, even though the teacher's going to start teaching us Final Cut next week, and we're supposed to buy it next week from the college store, I'm like, Fears is impatient. I'm just going to buy it now. I'm going to try and figure out some stuff on my own. So I figured out some stuff to do on my own. And then she's like, Fears, where the hell did you get this? I'm like, I begged the store owner that I could buy it a week before, and she caved in. See, so Fears was already making negotiation deals way back then. I said, I literally walked in there, I was like, all right, listen, here's the deal. If I slip you enough cash, you will give me that Final Cut, right? Oh, no, Fears, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, you can. Yeah, of course you can. Oh, I don't know. What if I get in trouble? I'm like, you're not going to get in trouble. And then she's like, all right. So I bought it, and then there it is. All right, let's see. All right, let me go back. Let's see here. Vision says, did you have a job in college? Yes. I had 2 jobs in college. 2 jobs. I used to work at Walmart, and then I got fed up of the way they were treating me, Visions. So I left the Walmart job, and then I got a very fitting job. I worked at a movie theater the last year in college. So for the first 3 years of college, I worked at Walmart, and then I just got sick and tired of them treating me like crap. And I was like, all right, I've had enough of this place. And so I just said, hey, next week, this is going to be my last week. And they're like, well, you have another year to go, Fears. And I said, I'll find something else. I'm good. Peace. Later. And it took me 4 days to find a new job, and then I got a job at the movie theater. And I wish, in some ways, Visions, if I would have stayed there, I probably would have already been a manager by now. But I got so much free food at the movie theater. I got to watch every movie so my senior year. I worked there for a year and then 6 months, because before I came back to Missouri, I was contemplating, like, should I stay in Arizona? And I was like, I'll give it 6 months after graduation. So I just kept that movie theater job for about 6 months. And I finally said, hey, Mom, Dad, I couldn't find a film job. I'm coming home. Because sometimes me and my friends on the weekends would drive out to L.A. and pass out our resumes to get film jobs. And if I would have got a film job, then I would have moved to L.A., but me and my friends, every single weekend for about 5 to 6 months, hey, Fears, we're going to Las Vegas again. We're going to Los Angeles to pass out our resumes. So we passed out resumes. I applied to some film jobs online, didn't get one. And I was like, all right, well, I've had enough of this crap. I said, I'm going home. So then after a year and 6 months at the movie theater, I just quit. And then within 3 or 4 days, my mom and my dad came up, and we packed up all my stuff and hightailed it back to Missouri. And then as soon as I got back to Missouri, within a couple of weeks, Visions, I think that's when I created what you're watching right now. That's when I created Fears Vlogs. And so I found another job, and I think the job that I went back to was a different Walmart. And then I created, it was, because that's when I met Michael Boer and all those guys. And then we made hilarious, like, Walmart videos, like, on our breaks and shit, and I uploaded all those. So if you watch some of the old videos, Fears goes back to Walmart, but at least it was a new Walmart. It wasn't the Walmart in Arizona that they were just treating me like crap garbage. The Walmart that I went to in Missouri was actually really nice. And then the only reason why I didn't stay there was I found a better job and just kept finding better jobs. So yeah. But I do sometimes miss working at a movie theater. It was pretty cool, Visions. Like, all the free movies I could possibly ever want. It was spectacular. And we got all the free food we wanted too. Like, I would come in and he's like, hey, Fears, what do you want to go see? Oh, I want to go see this movie. He'd be like, Fears, he goes, we just made some hot, fresh popcorn. So go in the back, make yourself, a thing of popcorn. And then I would go to my manager and be like, hey, buddy, you think you can hook me up with a collector's cup? And he'd be like, that's not happening, Fears. And I was like, he's like, Fears, you're like a little kid, aren't you? And I was like, I want a collector's cup. He's like, fine, take the fucking collector's cup. And I was like, yeah, buddy, right on. And then I would just put my soda in it. Sometimes they would, hey, Fears, we just made some chicken tenders in the back. You want some? Yeah, of course. So I got a lot of free food at that movie theater, buddy. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Vision says Chad. Chad? Who's Chad? Chad. I don't know what you're on about. Visions, you're going to have to explain. What's Chad, or who is Chad? Anyway. But yes, to answer your question, I did have a job in college. And it was a lot of fun working at that movie theater, guys. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. All right. Was there a sports complex or fitness center? There wasn't a sports complex at Collins, but there was a workout area, and I went there sometimes to work out. And then plus my apartment complex in Arizona also had a small little workroom. So I would work out sometimes in my apartment complex, and other times I would go to the fitness center at my college. So yeah. But they didn't have a sports complex. We didn't have any sports teams at my college. My college was too small to have, like, a football team and a baseball team that, like, most colleges do. They didn't have any sports there, but yeah. But they had a bunch of clubs. That's why I was part of that movie club. And I got to say, that movie club, man, I miss sitting around in the Commons area because we just sat there for like 2 or 3 hours, and everyone was like, Fierce, favorite movie of all time. And I was like, well, of Ghostbusters, of course. Then someone would like shit on Ghostbusters, and I'd turn around and go, shut your fucking mouth. Don't you ever say anything bad about Ghostbusters, you son of a bitch. And it was great just to like bullshit about movies for like 2 or 3 hours. But I guess we still do that here, you know, on Fears Vlogs. So I guess nothing has changed, right? So yeah. All right, describe a typical day at college. All right, here we go. Fears would wake up at like 7 or 8 o'clock. School would start at 8:30 or 9, and we would go all the way till about 4 or 5 at night. I'd get home, and I would work from about 6 to 10. Get home by 10:30. Do my homework, and homework usually took about an hour or two. So Fears would be in bed by 11:45, 12, and then I would sleep from 12 to about whenever I had to get up the next day. That was a typical day at college. Typical day at college. So yep. Let's see. Vision said, I noticed that new Shazam Collector's Cup popcorn bucks were $25 at the theater. Yeah? Right, buddy? Oh, man. But Fears had to get the Collector's Cup. Oh yeah. I don't know how. I think it was a little cheaper, Visions, in Florida. So I guess those were the prices in Portland. I think I paid for the Shazam Collector's Cup. I think $16 or $17. I think. You know what? I think I showed my ticket, and it should have the price on it. Visions, let me look up. Hang on, let me look it up. Because I don't want to lie to anyone. I think in the vlog I show how much it was. So let me freeze frame it on the ticket. Because I think it had the ticket, and then it had the collector's cups and all that shit on the ticket. Whenever I went to saw Scream, because they didn't have... oh, wait, no! Hang on. I didn't film... I filmed whenever I went and saw Scream. I didn't film a vlog whenever I saw Creed 3 and Shazam. But I did show the ticket price and the collector's cup, because I got the collector's cup of Black Adam, because they ran out of Scream collector's cups. So let's see how much the Black Adam collector's cup was in the vlog. Okay, hang on. Let me go to the price tag. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, damn it. It doesn't say. It just says Scream 6, seat G18. Damn it. I thought I had the collector's cup price on the ticket, because I just freeze framed the vlog. Damn it. I think Visions, it was around $17, $18 for the Shazam collector's cup in Florida. But in Portland, $25 for that. That's not too bad. That's not. What, Visions, did you get a collector's cup? Nice, buddy. Nice. Yo, Larry! He says, what's up, brother? He goes, I see the trolls are back at it. When are they not at it? You know? When are they not at it? They're always a pain in Fears' ass, you know? That's why me and Randall made that hilarious little Fears Man 4-second video, you know? Where Fears Man tells the trolls to shut the fuck up. So, yeah. Any toga parties in college? Oh, Larry, I wish, but no. Sadly, no toga parties. But that was a good question, buddy. No toga parties at all. You know, it's not like Animal House. Toga. No, nothing. I mean, I did go to a lot of parties in college, but just no toga theme parties. So, Visions, I got a question. What was Chad? Is that like a cool saying? I'm old and boring. I don't know what that means. What does Chad mean? Or are you referring to a certain person? Let me know. I'm just curious. But keep up your guys' college questions. And then, so, Visions, Larry, Richie, everybody else in the chat, keep up those college questions. And then I will, I'm gonna answer some more off the internet. So here we go. All right, let me find a good one. Let's see here. So far, good questions from Visions. Visions had a great question. Did I have a job in college? Yes, I did. Larry said, Fears, any toga parties? There were parties, just no toga. No toga parties. Well, none that I ever went to, Larry. If there were toga parties, Fears never heard about them. But I did go to my fair share of parties in college. There was some crazy times at the parties. So, college questions. All right, here we go. Let's see here. Let me find a really good one. Let's see. If they didn't have your major at your college, what would you have picked as a substitute? I probably wouldn't have went to that college, you know. Like, I made sure that they had a film degree because I wanted a film degree in something. In that, you know, whether it was a director's degree, a film and media arts degree, which that was my first degree that I got. And then I got the social media and mass communications degree just as a backup, you know. But I wouldn't have went to that college if they wouldn't have had something in my passion, you know. So, yeah. Are freshmen required to live on campus? When I got there, they had that all set up. When you signed up for my school, they said, you're going to live in an apartment complex, and you'll be assigned to an apartment, and you're going to live with a couple of college students that we assigned you to. And for the first, I think it was like the first 3 years I lived with those guys, and then that's when one of my roommates went crazy and tried to, like, steal some of my shit, and then I had to call the police. And I guess that guy had a breakdown. I was like, you steal from me, I'm going to be extremely pissed off. I didn't steal it. I'm like, you're so full of shit. I know you stole something. I said, because you tried to steal something from our roommate, Derek. And Derek said, hey, Fears, I saw him try to steal some of your shit. Derek was cool. I don't remember the other guy that tried to, I don't remember his name. But he was such a piece of shit for trying to steal stuff from Derek and me. And I went, fuck you. Give me my shit back. I said, if you don't, I'm calling the cops. And then he tried to leave, right, Visions? And I stood in front of the doorway and said, you're not fucking leaving. And I stood right by the door, called the cops, and I said, you're staying here. And I ended up getting him arrested, and he gave me my shit back. And then his parents came a couple days later, bailed him out of jail. His parents came to our apartment as I was packing up my stuff because I moved in to another apartment with my friend Aaron. And as I was packing up my stuff, Derek said, oh, good, Fears, I'm leaving too. I said, yeah, I'm not staying with people that steal from me. I said, Derek, it's good. So I stayed with 4 guys. It was me, Derek, the idiot that tried to steal from me, and then another guy, which I don't remember his name or that guy. But that guy, the 4th guy, didn't steal from me. But he was going to leave too. And I said, I think everybody should just go their separate ways. And everyone's like, yeah, Fears, because one person's already stolen from us. And I said, well, I want to let you guys know I would never steal from you guys. But I said, it's good that you guys are getting your own place like me. But I was the first one to say, no offense, I'm fucking out of here. And I remember, as I was packing, Visions, that idiot came back because his parents brought him back. They knocked on the door. I opened the door, and I was like, I've got nothing to say to him. I'm done. And she goes, do you mind if we come in? I said, as long as I don't have to talk to him. I said, because I'm extremely pissed off. And I said, I may hit your son in the face. I'm dead serious. That's what I said, because I was so pissed. She goes, you don't have to talk to him. She goes, we're going to make him apologize to you and everybody else. I said, that's fine. I said, but I'm not talking to him. And he came in and told us a bunch of bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. I was like, fine, great. And then he went out to the car, and then his parents were like, we're so sorry. I said, I'm not mad at you guys. I said, I'm mad at your son. And I said, I appreciate the apology, but I said, now I have to go through a bunch of bullshit to find a new place. And I said, this is so stupid. I said, I didn't sign up for this crap. I said, I just wanted to go to this school to get an education and hopefully a good job someday and, yada, 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 yada. I said, I don't need to put up with crap from people, trying to steal from me. And they're like, yeah, we get it. They said, we pulled him out of school. We're taking him home, and he definitely will be disciplined, and he's going to go to a different school. And I said, great, awesome, peace. So that was that. It was nuts. What was the cost of my tuition? I don't really want to say. It was a lot. Trust me, it was a lot. Let's see here. What was the best experience of college? I'm sorry, what was the best class in college? Oh, man. There's a lot. There was a lot. Probably our senior our senior class where it was the last class of the year, and we had to do that big ass project, and literally the teacher was like, I don't care what you do for your last senior project. You can make a short film, you can make a television film, whatever. They said just from start to graduation, they said you have to have your project done 3 days before graduation. We will watch it, we'll analyze it, and we'll give each person a grade. And that's your final project. And so we all got together and we did like an action, adventure, horror, cop comedy movie. So it had comedy, it had action, it had drama, it had horror in it. And we called it 5150. And it was pretty good. I was in charge of props, finding the movie locations where we were shooting, and I got a couple cameos in it. I played a detective. I played a corpse in the morgue. So that was a great day. They're like, Fears. They're like, we got the perfect scene. They said, you don't have to memorize any dialogue. I went, sweet. I said, I don't mind memorizing dialogue. And they said, we need an extra person in the morgue. You want to play a dead body? They said, we know you love horror movies. I said, oh, yeah. I said, yeah. I said, oh, that's perfect. And he's like, Fears, this is your first role in a film. And I said, not really. I said, I've been doing tons of short films. But I said in a big college thing, yes. But I said, I've been shooting short films for 4 years. And they said, no, we get it, Fears. They said, lay down on the table and we're going to throw a sheet over you. So I did a pretty good job as a dead corpse. Right on. All right, let's see here. Was your campus walkable from your home? No. I had to drive my car to and from campus every day, but it wasn't that far of a drive. I think it was like a 25-minute drive, so it wasn't that bad. It wasn't too bad. Around 25 minutes. It depended on the traffic too. So yeah. Did you ever think about switching majors? I didn't, but Randall did. Randall started off in animation, and then he just fell in love with film more, so he switched his major. But I never switched my major, so yeah. How many students would you say were in your graduating class? I know it was over 1,000, but I don't know the actual number. I don't know the actual number per se, so yeah. Let's see. Vision says, nah, I don't collect stuff like that. Seems expensive. Seems expensive. Oh, the collector's cup. Got it. I was wondering what you were talking about, Visions. Can you have a car as a freshman? Yes, you can. If they would have said no, I would have been like, well, fuck you. I've got nothing else to get to school to. I'm driving my car, and I don't care what you say. So, Larry, I don't know exactly, but I drove my car as a freshman. I drove my car to and from school all through college. So if they would have said, oh, no, you can't do it as a freshman, Fierce, I would have been like, oh, yeah, well, fuck you. I'm doing it anyway because I'm not walking to school or taking the bus, so you can kiss my ass. I'm driving to school. Because it was, like I said, about a 20 to 25-minute drive. I'm like, I'm not going to walk to school. No. Now, I did walk to school, like, in elementary because my school was within walking distance way back in the day. I rode my bike to school when I was in elementary school, and I walked. Sometimes I walked, sometimes I rode my bike. Honestly, you can't do that anymore because there's psychos out there. So, like, if a little kid tries to, ride their bike to school, I would tell my kids, don't ride your bike to school. I'll take you to school because there's psychos out there that will snatch kids off their bike. That's how the crazy world we live in. You know what I'm saying? There's fucking psychos out there. So if I ever have kids, I'm like, you're not riding your bike to school. I will drive you. Or your mother will drive you. Or both, Because I wouldn't want my son or daughter to get snatched, Because I'm telling you, there's psychos out there, guys. Lots of psychos. All right. Let's see here. Next question. Let's see here. What was the most popular activity to do on campus? At least for me, it was that movie club that I was a part of. People seem to like the newspaper that me and a bunch of students came up with. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I also did student council. I also did student council in college. That's why I was able to create the student newspaper, because on student council they were like, we're looking for fresh new ideas. I forgot about that. I forgot that I was on the student council. That's the reason why I could create the student newspaper. I forgot to tell you guys. So I was on the student council too. So we arranged all the little parties and stuff in college, and I was on the student council. And then I said, well, you know what this college doesn't have that my high school had? And they were like, what, Fears? I said, I really enjoyed working on the student newspaper in high school. I said, I think our college needs a student newspaper. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? And they're like, yeah, Fears, that's actually a great idea. But it only lasted a year, because I remember when I went to student council, one day they said, Fears, we don't have the funding in the budget for the student newspaper anymore. They said it's just too expensive to print off over 300 to 400 newspapers and hand them out to all the students, and there's almost 1,000 people that go to, this school, and they said, or more than 1,000, and they said not everyone's getting to read the student newspaper. They said when they sell out, they sell out. And I was like, well, I get it, I hear you. And they said we're either going to have to shorten the student newspaper or we're going to have to cut it. And I said, I'm not in charge of the student council, so I said, you guys do whatever you think is right. And I came in like a couple days later for the next student council meeting, and they said, unfortunately, Fears, you did a great job with the student newspaper for a year, and all of your people that worked with you to make it, they said, we're going to have to cut it. And I said, that's fine. I said, I understand, I get it. So it kind of sucks that the student newspaper got cut, but it was fun while it lasted, so yeah. All right, let's see here. Let me pull up some more questions. Let's see here. Did you like your college experience? Yes and no. There was a lot of douchebags that were in my class, and it was a bunch of egos floating around. Oh, my short film's better than yours. Fuck your short film, Fears. So that part I didn't like. There was a lot of pig-headed people in college. But whenever they were being normal human beings and we were all getting along in class, that's the part that I loved. So yeah. Would you ever go back and get your master's? Maybe one day. I've never really thought about it, but that would be cool. That would be cool. Well, I'm getting tired, so I think I'm gonna cut it off. So maybe we could do a part 2 of this later on. But if you guys got any more questions, get those last few questions in. Let me know. Visions, I still don't understand what you said about Chad. Maybe you'll have to tell me later, buddy, but I had no idea. You went like this and 3 times and then a Chad, so I don't know what that is. So you may have to tell me after the stream. Let me know, because I'm kind of curious what it is. But, well, another great stream, another epic adventure in Fears' life. If you guys have got any ideas for certain topics, for future Fears vlogs, let me know, because I'm always looking for new topics for the Fears podcast. So, yeah. You should get a doctorate and be Dr. Fears. Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool, buddy. Well, maybe one day. That would take a lot of work, buddy, to become a doctor. I wouldn't even know what I would be a doctor in, but it would be kind of cool to have that title. But yeah, that would be cool, buddy. I'm not even gonna deny it. Just means aloha, like Sam was saying. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. I remember Sam saying that. Yeah, I was just curious, Visions. I was just curious. I was like, I don't know what Visions is talking about. Now that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, on that note, Fears is gonna say aloha. Wait. Oh, Alpha. Okay, I got you. My bad, buddy. Well, okay, I got it. I think Visions didn't mean to type aloha, because Visions said, what the fuck? He meant to write alpha. My bad, buddy. Oh, man. Don't worry, Visions. I misspell stuff all the time. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Commenting on a photo is hard. I get it. No, listen, I get it. I understand. I didn't know that you were watching from your phone, buddy. I get it. I understand. I thought you were on the computer. I thought you were in the Visions layer, man. The Exhumed Visions layer, because Visions has got 2 epic layers. I've seen pictures of Visions' office, and then Visions. So you have your office in one room, and then the four televisions is in the Exhumed Visions business room, which is in the garage. Awesome. Because I'm telling you, Larry, Vision said, hey, Fears, what do you think about this? He goes, I have the ultimate setup. I was like, your setup's way better than Yakov's, the Dudes, all those guys. He's got 4 TV screens, like, all around him. And I was like, that's a lot of Fears Man 26 and a lot of Fears vlog. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, this is fucking great. So Visions, whenever I do come, I can't wait to see the inner bowels, the innards of the business. I cannot wait to see the Fears Man and Randall's drawing framed on the wall in the Exhumed Visions office. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. And I'm definitely going to put that in the vlog. I'll be like, hey, you guys remember this cartoon drawing? You know, one of the very first Randall drawings? Well, Visions has got one of the very... You haven't got the first drawing, Visions, but you have one of the first few drawings. I said, it's right up there on the wall. Yeah, buddy. So that's how you know Visions is not only a true fan, but he's a true friend, because he's got me and Randall's artwork on the wall. That's fucking awesome. That is fucking awesome. Larry Tate says, first mistake you've ever seen Visions do. Yeah, Visions makes very few mistakes. Because he's a good guy. He's a good guy. You got a date of when you're going to see Visions yet? Not yet. Because Visions said he's going to let me know when him and his lady's going to go on vacation. So the minute I've got that, I'll probably wait till they go on vacation, and then the minute they get back, I'll be like, all right, Visions, I'm coming to see you. So I hope we can do it this year. Hopefully Fears doesn't have to wait a whole year. But I will. I will if I have to. So it's either going to be this year or next year, Larry, whenever the Lord Visions epic trip, because I'm going to come probably for about a week. About a week. A week of going nuts fun with Lord Visions. Cannot wait. Because Fears is dying for a vacation. I cannot wait. You know, no social media for a whole week. That'd be great. Well, it would be kind of fun to do a Fears vlog stream inside Vision's guest bedroom. That would be great. So maybe a stream here or there. You know, get Visions in the stream while I'm streaming in his house. I'll have to talk to Visions about all that, though. All right. I'm taking off. Fears needs to get another nap in before work because it's already 10 o'clock and I have to go in at 3:30. At 3:30, so I got to skedaddle. Got a new track on my Bandcamp, Fears. Oh, nice. Well, I'll check it out. I don't know if I'll check it out tonight, buddy, but I'll check it out tomorrow after work because I gotta get back to sleep. I gotta take another El Napo before work. But anyway, shout out to Skunk Ape, Larry, Lord Visions, and Richie. I'm taking off. Larry says, you guys will have some crazy streams, really nuts if Twinkle Toes shows up. I hope Twinkle Toes doesn't show up because the guy kind of freaks me out. But I'm sure I'll have to meet Twinkle Toes because Vision said he's good buddies with him. I'm sure he's nice, but the Twinkle Toes and the Gimp mask kind of freak me out. But as long as he doesn't do anything like that, then I'm good. So yeah. I'm sure he's a nice guy, though. Vision said he's a nice guy. But yeah, Skunk Ape, I will definitely check it out. Anyway, shout out to Visions. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to Skunk Ape. Shout out to Randall. Shout out to everybody else in the chat. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Subscribe to my buddy's website, Lord Visions, at www.exhumedvisions.com. What does Fears always say? Buy some cool shit. Do it. Do it now. Buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions is a cool motherfucker. That's right. Visions is cool. And that's why you need to buy some cool shit. Why? Because Visions makes cool shit. He puts cool shit on his website. You need to buy some cool shit. Do it now. Visions, I got your back, buddy. Subscribe to Pixel, Lord of the Pylons, at Pixel Protocol on YouTube. Subscribe to my friend Randall, Lord Randall, at Cameo Man 2021, and his second channel, The Mayor of Magic. Anyway, this is Spears.